Hello, guys. Good evening. It's such a pleasure having you here with me today. Um, Fortunately, or unfortunately, this session was supposed to start at 7, but for some reason, for some technological glitches, we were running a bit late. But, well, let's say that all at one I'm bad. So, here we are, about 48 minutes into 7 o'clock. We're ready to go. So, I need to know, can you hear me? My headphones are a bit twisted, so permit me to unravel them. I'm just gonna unravel. Yep, there we are. Good. So it's good to have you here. Okay, so let's go straight into the topic for today, which is discussing your goals, your resolutions. How far have you taken them? Of course, beginning of the year, everybody's all fired up and all get up. New year, new me. Hey, my resolution is to do this, is to do that, and blah 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 blah. And then these like what the third week into it. Okay, by tomorrow it's going to be exactly 3 weeks after the new year. So how far were your goals? Are you still as excited? Are you still as fired up as you were in the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the month? History has shown that most of the time people get really excited, but they lose the excitement into the second week. Now, what that could mean is the gym membership. Okay, I want to lose 40 kg. A lot of people want to lose weight and they are rushing to the gym. And then the first week they're excited. The second week momentum is dropping, and then by the third week, nothing is happening. They are just sitting there eating their big bowl of it and big bowl of rice. Now, okay, that's when you talk about health goals, but it's pretty much the same thing in every other area: finances, relationship, marriage. When you make resolutions, there's always this excitement about the first of the year. Well, before you get to the middle of the year, you're already tired or bored or just dragging along. So, pretty much, that's what this show is supposed to talk about. How would you just not be the 99% of people that do not accomplish your dreams? How are you going to be the among that 1% and 2% that actually will set out goals for the year and actually will deliver those goals? That's what this session is about. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to introduce myself. Guess what? I'm sure I don't know, there are some people here that may not know who I am. My name is Paddy Biojomo. I'm a business success and implementation coach for high performing female entrepreneurs. I help them by creating wealth. Now, how do I create wealth for them? I usually map out strategies. I give them tools to start or grow their business so that they can live the life of their dreams. I usually work with people that are dreamers. If you don't have dreams, I cannot work with you. And I thoroughly enjoy I'm going to say that I thoroughly enjoy helping women to live the life of their dreams. I've been running a business back and forth since I was, okay, let me say a little about 13 years. And I know the nitty gritty. I know everything. I've gone broke. I've been bankrupt. I've been robbed. I've been duped. I've closed shop. I've made profits. I've been there, done that everywhere. So if I come up with strategies that work, and I could tell you for free if this would work or it wouldn't work. So that's so much about me. So now the topic of today goals. I bet all of you have goals. If not all of you, let's say majority of you. Because the majority of people I've met, I always let them set goals for the year. Even if you do not meet it, at least make an attempt. There's this saying that okay, aim for the stars or aim for the sky. Even if you don't make it, you fall among the stars. So it's that same concept. Even if you say, okay, I want to do 100%, and when you set out the goals to do them and you end up with just 30 or 40%, you're still better than the person that didn't even set any goals at all. So that you've set goals for yourself, for your business, fantastic. I'm actually going to clap for you. You did a very good job. Now, implementation is different from setting. Now, what I'm going to talk about 4 ways that you can actually help achieve your goals without stressing yourself. The first way I'm going to talk about is dividing your goals into 4 categories, or let me just say subcategories. Um, Mine is in 4 categories. Yours could be more than 4 categories, depending on what works for you. Depending on, it could be 2, it could be 3. Good. Now, mine first of all is spiritual. I told myself this year I want to get closer to God. I want to have a better relationship with Him. I want to read my Bible every day. And so far, I don't think I've missed reading the Bible every morning or saying my prayers every morning. But that's my own resolution. Now, that's for spiritual. I'm just going to talk about the 4 pointers: spiritual, physical, financial, and then professional. I'm going to talk a tidbit about my own personal goals and how I've been able to achieve them thus far. Now, the first one is spiritual. The spiritual one I said earlier, I told myself I'm going to read my Bible every day. Read, even though it's the same goal I said last year, but it wasn't very feasible. But right now, I actually have a schedule to actually do that, so it's actually a lot easier for me to do it. Good. Now, and then for my physical, I told myself I want to lose 10 kg. So far, I've lost 6. Now, I'm also challenging myself and telling me I'm going to lose weight off my waistline. I need to say, apart from losing weight, I also want my stomach to get flatter. That's my own physical goal. Good. Now, how do I do that? I do 2,000 skips every day. That's breaking it down. Good. And I do 50 sit ups every day. That's breaking it down. Now, financial. My goal for 2016 is 60 millionaire. Good. Now, after the 60 millionaire, I broke it down per month. So that's then for my professional. I'm writing about 3 professional exams. I'm taking courses from a whole like some top more people in my industry. So those are my own goals for the year. Now I have them all written down in paper. I even have broken it down up until the cost of all of these. My membership fee for the gym, the cost for running the courses, the plan I have for the money, the car I want to buy. I've broken everything down to subcategories. So it's easier for me to wake up every day and then see my goals and tell myself, okay, you know what? Because my aim for the month is 5 million naira, I need to get 5 clients paying me 1 million naira each. Or I need to get 10 clients that'll pay me 2.5 million naira each. You know, sorry, 500,000 naira each. So that's actually where the cookie crumbles. You need to break down your goals into manageable pieces. If you have financial goals for the year, break it down into monthly, then break it down into weekly. If possible, break it down into daily so you can actually see where your energy is going. You can see where your time is going, and you can actually know how to chase over it. And okay, I also set out a goal that I'm going to lose 10 kg, and I've lost 6. And okay, I lost 6 in record time. I lost 6 kg between January 1st and today, that January 20th. So I told myself, okay, fine. If I could do this in 20 days, I could do a lot more. So I'm challenging myself again that I'm going to lose 4 inches off my waistline. And I've started working on it. So if I accomplish that, there's nothing stopping me for actually even setting another goal. Maybe I want to be dollar, or have Beyonce kind of booty or something. But the whole idea is set goals, because when you meet them, it challenges you to actually set bigger ones or better ones. And the goals doesn't necessarily have to be too big. It should just be manageable. Good. So that's the first point. I'm going to reiterate the first point again. Break down your goals into categories. 2, 3, 4 categories. Mine is 4, as I said: physical, spiritual, financial, and professional. That's mine. So you may want to think of breaking down yours into subcategories as well. Now, the second point to make your goal more manageable is write your goals as if it has already happened, and do it in the first person singular and be very specific. For example, tell yourself, this year I finally was able to quit my job, and I was able to do so by saving 100,000 for the next 12 months. So by the time you write that down and then you are looking at it, you are telling yourself, okay, this is what I need to do to actually resign in the next 12 months. So that by December, you have actually saved that 100,000 for the next 12 months, and then you have actually resigned from work. Because when it's in the uh, first person singular, it's easier for you to believe it. If you're going to write a book, tell yourself, I've written my book, and it's selling in Latana bookshop, and I was able to do that by writing 3 chapters every day, or making a research of 30 minutes every day, or writing, maybe spending an hour and a half every day to write the book. Okay, you want to lose some weight. Okay, I went from 80 kg to 65 kg by losing 4 kg every month, or by working out 3 times in a week, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Break it down into realistic categories, and always write it like it has already happened, because by so doing, your mind tells you that that goal has already happened, and it challenges your body to actually get to work. Now that's the second tip. The top tip is have an accountability partner. The importance of having an accountability partner cannot be overstated. It is very, very important. What I usually do in that regard is I always tell somebody, you know what, I'm putting my money on the table. If I don't do this in record time, you take it. And if I do it in record time, you double it or you give it back to me. Now, apart from the fact that, of course, I do this, I also have a tribe of other women that will come together and do this. So it's easy for me to actually get accountable, especially for business. I don't have a problem with that. But for things like losing weight, it may be a bit more challenging for me because as a mom, I'm always cooking and I'm always eating and snacking and this. And then you know how it is when your children don't finish their food, you're tempted to just down it. So I need to get an accountability partner for checking my weight. So you may not necessarily get accountability partner for everything, but for the key areas that you know will be a bit challenging for you to deliver on, you should get an accountability partner. Now, in case you don't know what an accountability partner is, just somebody that will just give you a push to help you reach your goal. Somebody that can share you and hey, you're doing very good. So it may be your husband, it may be your best friend, it could be your mom, it could be your child, it could be anybody that could just remind you, okay, you're having too much burger to eat. Are we supposed to be losing what 2 kg this week? Or okay, you are spending so much money on clothes. Are we supposed to be aiming on saving so amount of money by the end of the year to work towards our resignation or work towards getting the shop at so and so place? So that is what your accountability plan is supposed to help you, just keep you in check. That also helps you in fulfilling your goals. Sometimes it could be a pain in the next day, like here, because sometimes, especially for me, when I just really want to eat, have lots of cake and ice cream, and then my husband goes, the last time I checked, you want to lose 5 kg. Whatever happens to Tim, lose 5 kg and same hot body and same bikini body and same everything. And I just go, oh, okay, that's true. So I either cut down my portions or just take soda or something that is low sugar or something. And that's actually how it has helped me thus far. So the accountability partner actually works a lot and it's really, really good. Now, the fourth point, which is also the last, is once a month, reflect on your results. Fine, even though your goals is for from January to December or for 12 months, once a month, take time, pause, take a time out, spoil yourself, get your nails done, have a pedicure and manicure, go for a spa treatment, get a massage, and then just reflect on how far you've come and celebrate every success. You may not be where you are yet, but the fact that you're taking steps, even if it's just baby steps to actually go to where you're going to your destination, should be celebrated. And if you want to go for a drink or pop a champagne, you can feel free to call me. I'll definitely go out with you to celebrate your success on whatever it is you want to celebrate. So pretty much because sometimes people get really too hard on themselves, thinking, oh, I'm supposed to lose 20 kg and I've lost just two. Two is significant. Two is better than zero. There's some people that are still seriously overweight. I'm not even thought about losing their weight. So two is like, okay, you've lost two. Even if you're getting to 20, you have another 11 months to fulfill 20. And as I said, the whole idea is not necessarily to actually pass 100 over 100 or 10 over 10. It's not a race. You're not in competition with anyone but yourself. So if you aim at losing 20 kg and then you lose 2 per month for 12 months, that's 24. I mean, you're actually doing very, very well. So be realistic and have realistic expectations for yourself, and then be compassionate with yourself. Now, that's the 4 tips. Now, apart from the 4 tips to actually, fulfill your goals for 2016, I also would like to talk a bit about what I think you should be doing this year to actually move yourself forward, career-wise, and then just to especially generally make your life better. Now, the first step is invest in yourself. Um, in this part of the world, we actually have this problem that does believe that okay, once you get the basic education, that's it. You don't want to get better. And for a business person, the truth is that I could tell you that because I've been into business for a little over 15 years. Every day, two things are happening. Okay, let me say either two things are happening. Value is going out of you, or value is coming into you. Now, right now, I'm talking to you. I'm impacting value. I was not born with this value, trust me. I paid to learn for it, as I paid in hard currency to learn all of these things I'm telling you. Now, but that's me adding value to myself. Every year, I have a set out budget for adding value to myself. And I usually don't even do it in 10,000 naira, just $10,000. Because I rather receive my training abroad because I get good value for my money. Good. Now, if you don't keep adding value to yourself and you're just giving out, okay, you're a hairdresser, you're giving out all the old skills, very soon you become obsolete. very soon you realize that the money you're making every month is just stagnating. If it's 50K you're making every month, it's just like that. It's not going up. It's like that. It's like that. And that's the difference between people like Bubba's Signature and Ugo that has Make Me, and then a regular hairdresser on the street. These guys will tell you every year they go abroad and get one or two trainings to add to their pedigree. Is it because you're stupid? No. But you can actually see that in their industry they're standing out. So challenge yourself to do that. Challenge yourself to always get better at what you're doing. Challenge yourself to break out of the regular and then think out of the box. Because there's mediocrity in being basic. You don't have to be basic. You should try to be extraordinary. Because when you're extraordinary, even if you give your client or your customer a bill of any amount, because they know that I'm not going to get anyone else to do this service for me, they will stick with you, and because they know your onions. And of course, when you have your certificate from Yale, Harvard, or whatever it is, you flaunt it. Hey, I'm a graduate of Coaching Academy. Is the most prestigious coaching school in the world. You could Google it. I'm proudly a graduate of the academy. So when people know you actually have a pedigree and you had that certification with you, or you actually have some form of training and you are talking with so much conviction and you know what you're saying, they will listen to you. And then when you ask them to pay, even ask them to pay in hard currency or whatever it is, they would not flinch because they know they will be getting value for their money. So that's the first tip I'm going to give you. Invest in yourself. It could be learning a new language. Like this year, I want to learn. I want to learn how to play the keyboard and the guitar before I turn 40. So this year, I am looking at taking lessons. It's not in my top 5 goals. However, it's something I have in mind because I've always loved music. And because my children will soon start music lessons, I actually want to play music with them. So they could play the piano while I sing, or I play the guitar while they play the piano, and just have a good time. And that is the only reason why I want to learn how to do it. Not, of course I can't go professional, like seriously. I have a very froggy voice if you ever heard me sing. But because I like to just play an instrument. So definitely if I want to learn it, I can't fine. I know I could try YouTube or go see a free session on the internet. But um I pretty much would have to pay a music teacher or something to actually make this happen. So pretty much that's for that. Now, also you could also be hiring a coach. You could learn a new language. You could learn to dance salsa. I've tried learning how to dance salsa before, and it didn't exactly go well because it wasn't. I guess it just wasn't my thing. But so let's leave salsa. I'm not going to learn to salsa. It's not realistic enough for me. What's realistic for me is playing the music. And I think because it's easier for me to have an accountability partner because of my children, so it's easier for me to do that. So the music teacher that is coming to teach them in the house can also teach me. So, but as I said, all of this, I definitely have to pay to learn it. So always strive way to add value to yourself. If it's once a year, if it's twice a year, if it's, I don't know, as often as you deem it fit, do it. And then secondly, create more space for silence in your life. You meditate more often. Now, I don't do yoga personally, but I've heard a whole lot of people claim that yoga works. I follow Deepak Chopra and Oprah and Marie Forleo and Brendan Burchard and a whole lot of influencers in the world. They do yoga. But me personally, I don't do yoga. However, every morning I take some time out, quiet. I turn off my phones. Then sometimes in the afternoon I just switch off my phones or put it on silent mode. If you call me, even if it's President Buhari's calling, I will not pick because that is my private time to actually rejuvenate, to get better, to just come back better. So it's very, very important. And it's important we do that once in a day. It's very difficult because I know, hey, hosting and posting everywhere, Lagos traffic, and with these days, advent of mobile phones that you are perpetually on your phone, pinging, WhatsApping, checking emails, doing everything. It's actually sometimes just turn off your data, turn off your phone and focus. Trust me, the world will not come to an end. It will not come to an end, because by so doing, you feel better. Even if it's just 15, 20 minutes, you feel more alive when you do that. Now, so that's another thing I would like you guys to do more of this year. Create a space for yourself. There's this guy I actually listened to his video message yesterday. His name is David Batch. I think I uploaded the video on Business Service Chic, the Facebook group. So you want to watch it, or yeah, you could actually just it, but it's really really good because he says that twice in a year he takes vacations. For summer, he takes it for 6 weeks, and then towards the end of it, he takes it for 2 weeks. And why he does that is because he wants to spend more time with his children. So no phone call, no emails, and no nothing. In fact, one of the ladies also said she actually shut down her. They actually closed shop. Everybody goes home for a few weeks and then they rest because when they come back better. And these are people that are top earning millionaires or billionaires, not even in our local currency here, So if it works for them, then you, when you're also aiming to actually be like them, you should also try to do the same. As I said, it works for me too. Just switching off, stepping back, observing, thinking, and then just rejuvenating. Very, very wonderful. Now, the top tip is plan an adventure every once in a while. I will say once in a month, but if once in a month is not feasible, you could do it maybe once every other month. Now, what I do personally is environmental Saturdays, because environmental Saturdays are just days that are just really slow for most people. It doesn't have that, how it is. By the time you're starting your day at 11, the day is already gone. So I rather just do something really adventurous. Go to the beach, go to a zoo, go for a very long walk, or just read a novel, or listen to some really deep music. If you like rock, whatever kind of music you like, just do it. Okay, my baby's crying. You guys have to bear with me. Now, the fourth one, which is also the last, is do something you really desire. Do something that really excites you. If you like singing, you don't necessarily have to monetize it. Sing at the top of your voice. Sing and sing and sing. If it makes you feel good, makes you feel high, then sing. I like dancing. I probably am not a very good dancer, but I dance. I move my body and dance and feel good with myself. When I hear music come on, if it's aquala, if it's shocky, I just try, just do it. It makes me feel happy. And when I finish dancing, I always feel a lot better with myself. So you can't stop me. Even if you say I can't dance, but if I attend a wedding and anybody is dancing, they say, come on, I'll be the first. Alajuta. I will be the first person to get up to dance, because I like dancing. It makes me feel wonderful about myself, even if I'm not very great at it. So I will encourage you to do the same. Find out one thing that makes you feel so good about yourself, that makes you feel really happy, then do it. Do it. If it's once in a month, once in a week, if it's every day, freaking do it. The world is not going to come to an end. Is the only thing that's going to cost you is your happiness. And serious, who doesn't want to live a life with happiness? Bad enough that life is full of so many challenges, and then there's so much stress trying to etch out a living, so do what makes you happy. Do it. The world will not come to an end. In fact, your body and your spirit and your soul will thank you for it. So that's pretty much about what we're talking about this evening. It's been a pleasure having you guys here. Those of you that didn't come on, can actually watch the replay. It will be on my YouTube page and also on the Facebook group. Now, one thing I'd like to add is, if you believe or I'm actually adding value to you, I don't know if this is your first time watching this or if you're a regular. If you think or you believe I'm adding value to you, you could share this video with your friends and then also invite them to hop on our Facebook group, because it's the Facebook group is a hub for female entrepreneurs, that just to add value to them, to make them get better with themselves. And I'm going to add also that it's free. For now, it is free. So as much people as we can get for now, I'd love to have them on board. However, it may not be free for so long. Very soon, I'll start monetizing it. But for now that it's free, I think you should maximize as much as you can get from it. So it was a pleasure having you guys here. I do not know if you have any questions based on these. Now, we actually are also running a challenge for the women that are running a challenge. I don't know if you're here, if you're in the replay view, or if you're watching live. Fantastic. We're on our second day, and then the response has been phenomenal. It's been so interesting. I cannot see what's going to happen at the end of the challenge, and then how much value you'll have added to yourself, how much money you'll have made for your business, or how much more clients you'll have gotten if you do the challenge. Because even if I ask you to do something and you do not do it, you're not helping yourself, you're not helping me. You can only take a donkey to a river, you can't force a donkey to drink from it. So that's for this evening. It was a pleasure having you guys over. I had a very good time. As I said, I always enjoy impacting knowledge. And it's always been a pleasure having you guys here with me. So I'm going to wait for another 2 to 3 minutes if you have any questions. And if not, I will just take an exit. In the meantime, I'll be playing some filler music in the background. So if you have a question, now will be the time to ask it. If not, I'll be out in exactly 8:15. All right, guys. See you on the other side.